to tell you is that I'm not a writer. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't, I'm not comfortable with the process of writing. And so I, fortunately, as an actor, really, really prefer whatever language somebody has written. I prefer to interpret that rather than try to change it or better it. You know what I mean? I might ask them to better it, but that's a little bit out of my sphere. So yes.
You said that Serenity was your favorite episode. What was your least favorite? You said that Serenity was your favorite episode. What was your least favorite episode?
Now, you guys will know the answer to this. I don't. But it's the one that I was not in. What episode was that? Ariel. Thank you. Yeah.
Right. I've always wondered, like, episodes of television, you always see, badass costumes and stuff, and great jackets, and wonderful wardrobe and stuff, and I was wondering, technically, I guess it would belong to the production company, but do you ever get to keep some stuff that you worked with on the film, like as a keepsake? Do they ever let you keep, like, a great jacket you love, like that jacket you were talking about, or anything, like if you work in film or television?
You know, I always hear people talking about, wardrobe that they got to keep, that they, all that stuff. When Serenity was over, do you guys remember the scapula that Book wore? Anybody in here not know what a scapula is? Come on, raise those hands higher. Right. Scapula is that thing that a scapula has two, like, pictures or something at the end, and there's a string between the two. Thank you. There's string between those two things, and you put it over your head like this, and part of it hangs in the front, part of it hangs in the back. Okay. Book had one of those that he wore in Serenity, and it was very small. As a matter of fact, because of the color that it was, and the rest of the color of the clothes that I had on, if you weren't attentive, you could have missed it. So, when the show, but I liked it a lot because of the significance that it had for me personally. It had character meaning for me. So when the show was over, when I finished doing my part, wardrobe came in. I was getting ready to leave. Wardrobe came in and took, all the stuff that I left for them to take out. And I stayed in the dressing room for about 10 more minutes. And then I walked to my car with the key in the door. I was getting ready to open the door. And I heard somebody say, "Mr. Glass." I turned around, and it was someone from wardrobe saying, "Mr. Glass, where's the scapula?" I had tried my best. So I couldn't even get a little scapula. So no, I don't have any wonderful jackets and coats and clothes and stuff like that from shows. Yes. Say that one more time. We went to the same school. She went to the University of Evansville in Indiana. Whoa, let's hear it for her. Hey! Go Aces, go Aces.
I've always wanted to know what your favorite memory from college is.
Well, did you ever see any plays there?
Yeah. Love them.
Well, Shanklin Theater
Yeah.
I was in the first production of Shanklin Theater, together with John David Boots. John David played Hamlet, and I played Horatio. And so I fancy, my mom also lived on Shanklin Avenue, so I fancied that Shanklin Theater was actually kind of named after me. And my favorite memory there has to do with probably opening Shanklin Theater with John David's Hamlet and stuff. And we had a great time. Yes.
We heard a lot about you talking about book, and but one of the greatest pop culture moments you have is playing Felix Unger in the 80s. And I was wondering if there was any pressure to play it like Tony Randall. Did you really try to make that character your own? Talking about your process.
I had the good fortune to tell the producers of that show that if they wanted Tony Randall, he was still alive. It was crazy. Anyway, it's a long story, but I refused to do certain things. I would not wear party hats and aprons, and I just didn't want to do that. So, not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's not what I wanted to do. So, remember I told you that I'd had the good fortune to work with like really, really great people, except for one. I'm not going to name any names, but you got some clues in there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, sadly, I think this will be our last one, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. Do I miss my hair? No. No. It was fun while it lasted. I'm sure most of us have had relationships like that were really fun while they lasted. And then when they go, it's like, bye-bye. So anyway, you guys have been fabulous. Thank you so much. And again, I apologize for being late. And it's true, it was not my fault.